Hello and welcome everyone to this Super Mario Odyssey 80% League Qualifier group stage race between Ganon Slayer and MiiWii. Very important race here. This will be the decider for who qualifies. So really pay attention to this one. I'm Scotch and Ty Guy. You can call me Scotch. In the booth with me is Jay Mill, the man himself. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Ready for this race?
Tell me a little bit about what you think about this race in particular.
Well, I haven't really watched much of MiiWii, but I know Ganon has been doing all right, so I've been in and out of the streams all day, just watching the races all day. So
Yeah, I've watched both these guys. Ganon, PBing just yesterday, excuse me, and MiiWii, you know, really good times. Both these guys are within a minute of each other with PBs, so looking forward to what should be a very, very good race. We've got the start. Our restreamer Milo in the back will have those timers ready for you guys in just a moment, so sit tight. Last race, 10-second difference between Tylotech and Hey there. Hopefully, we can get just as good of a race here.
I want to tie.
I really want to, we haven't had a photo finish since season 1. I think there was something pretty close in the Dark Side tournament, but I don't recall anything as close. So
Yeah, photo finishes are always really good races.
Oh yeah. Lucidity in chat pointing out Turn, Okra, Luke, Lucidity himself, hey there, Tylo, all making it in.
Forgetting about the homie Mitch.
Oh yeah. And then whoever wins this race. So very important. Both these guys sure to be playing out of their minds. Moving left side, Ganon gets that up throw, very nice. MiiWii missing it. Gonna have to back it up. Quick topper fight.
Yeah, Ganon just getting that little extended hop on the last one. Lost about half a second to that.
Nothing too bad though.
We'll hold on. About, though.
Yeah, we'll hold on to the lead moving into Cascade.
Yeah, MiiWii's looking at a 227. Ganon at a 221, I think. 222. Maybe I'm tripping. Oh yeah, 221. So yeah, about a 6-second difference. Yeah, saving seconds in Cap Kingdom's actually really hard. It's just so many different ways you can do it.
Well, and it's so optimized, you go for the one or the 3 moons, or is it just 1 moon?
There's no moons in Cap.
Or no moons at all. I always forget with brutal fights which ones have moons and which ones don't.
Yeah, first topper just spawns the pylon.
Yeah.
You get your first moon right there where they're getting it right now.
I'm kind of disappointed that they can't skip that anymore.
It's actually really nice though, from a runner's perspective at least. It's actually really nice not having to worry about FMS.
That's a good point. Do you think we'll see chest clip?
I'm not sure if we'll see it from either of these runners, but we might.
You know, that one just on that peak next to the Odyssey, a little bit easier, obviously. Going for the chest. A lot of runners opting to do that. A damn brutal fight, though. Ganon doing a pretty nice job with it. MiiWii falling closely behind.
Yeah, the damn brutal fight's actually kind of, I don't want to say annoying, but more triggering. Just because if you miss up, like if you just mess up once, you have to move the entire lady. Like you have to literally pull away from her.
Well, especially with that last cycle, you know. Yeah. She chases you a little bit more closely.
Yeah, and it's she comes very slightly forward every time. Very slightly. So there's no room for error basically. And if you do that, you have to grab the chain chomp and go the other way. Because you have no room between you and the wall.
See Ganon. Oh, taking a bonk! MiiWii with an opportunity now.
No bonk there, saving some time. Bonks in this game are very common. As stupid as that is to say, it actually really common. The hitboxes are not very good, to say the least.
Narrowing it down to 4 seconds out of Cascade. Ganon globing at 5:10 and MiiWii at 5:14.
Yeah, even with that bonk, he still ended up getting a 5:39 Cascade, which is definitely still good.
Well, Ganon's definitely been improving quite rapidly. Again, PBing yesterday. Pretty big PB, PB by about a minute. It was a pretty big deal. Could have been more.
Ooh, a really slow action guide from Ganon.
Now, DSTA. Pretty important.
Not to be confused with Dansta.
No. Pretty important moon here. We're going to be... I think most people know about it, but if you don't, they're going to be grabbing a seed here, dropping it in the pot, heading into the pipe, and by the time we get out, it will be fully grown. Oh, but bonking Ganon needing to move quickly.
I think it's as long as you get the seed planted before 6:45. I think it's all right. I'm not quite sure though. I'm not too familiar with the STA.
Yeah, it's a manipulation with the daylight savings time. They head in, set up the timer so that 7 minutes later it will change an hour. And in game, it'll act as though it's been an hour. And typically these plants take about 20 minutes, so the plant will have grown. Neither guy having any issue with it.
Yeah, looking good in sand so far. Ganon just had one more bonk to add into the mess.
Yeah, those, like you said, those bonks can add up.
Yeah, definitely depending on where you are as well. Some are much worse than others, but the smallest bonk can lose like 2 seconds, which is really annoying when you're on a good run.
So again, we'll want to clean that kind of stuff up to prevent MiiWii from getting any closer. Going to be going for this dram right here.
Both looking good.
Ganon securing it. MiiWii securing it.
Oh,
oh no.
Oh, and he fell off. He was just trying to do a normal up throw home, but now MiiWii's in the lead.
pretty, like you said, bonks. Pretty major mistake there.
Yeah, that was a pretty big bonk.
MiiWii now. Not a comfortable lead, but definitely in the lead. About 3 seconds worth of difference.
Yeah, that bonk lost Ganon probably about 6 or 7 seconds at least.
Nice jackseat skips from both these guys, yeah. Now coming up here, these notes, you know, depending on how quickly they get this done, we could either extend or give back some time.
Looked like he almost missed that ground pound. Just barely got it. Pretty good notes from both runners. Nothing to complain about with them.
Yeah, it looks like MiiWii needed to do it. Maybe an extra throw. Maybe I could have saw that, but kind of looked like he threw Cappy a little bit at the end there. But getting out relatively unscathed. Well, in the Lake Kingdom.
Yeah, it's only a 2-second lead for MiiWii right now. So definitely a good race so far.
Oh yeah, certainly. And we got Lake Kingdom coming up, and Lake Kingdom famous for Lake Skip, or Lake Clip, excuse me. Some runners opting out of it.
Definitely don't blame them.
Yeah, I believe Ganon did opt out of it yesterday. I'm not sure what MiiWii's approach to Lake is.
Yeah, I know there was also a really good race earlier that I was watching, and I don't remember exactly who was in it, but I know one of them got caught up in the deep woods near the end. He was probably ahead by 20 or 30 seconds, I'd say, and then ended up getting out in the deep woods, which is something to look for in the next kingdom coming up.
Oh yeah,
That could definitely be a big tone setter for this race.
MiiWii not gonna be seeing any Lake Clip this time around. Playing it safe, opting out of it.
Definitely don't blame either runner.
Totally fair move in a race situation. Looks like Ganon a little bit more optimal of an angle there. MiiWii having to turn around just a tad before heading for that moon. Both these guys going to be taking on Rango. I asked this yesterday, but what's your favorite Brutal fight, either to watch or to play?
I hate them all, but if I had to pick a favorite to go up against, I'd probably say Harriet, because she's the easiest to me. Topper is my least favorite.
Yeah, I would.
Topper first game though.
Yeah, I definitely I like the Topper fight actually.
I love watching a clean Topper fight, but
yeah, that's fair.
imagine getting a clean one in a run.
I don't know. I find it fun. I find like, and I like playing it casually. Oh, a little bit of a sync here.
A very nice sync here.
Wow, just a faster globe there, heading out of Lake into Wooded. We are synced up, ladies and gentlemen. If you have that sync, bring it out in chat. GSA syncs.
Wow, that sync's actually phenomenal.
Yeah, if you don't have that, make sure to subscribe. Great emotes that we've got here at GSA. Oh, a plug! Exclamation point schedule to check out the full schedule of everything that GSA has going on. 5 or 6 races per day.
Looks like
Celeste,
Ganon pulled ahead with MiiWii.
just quicker A presses there.
Yeah.
Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario 64 though. Celeste, a little Paper Mario. And you got that Invitational this weekend.
Definitely a lot going on in GSA right now.
Oh yeah. Now, we'll see if anyone goes for Tree Route. Jay Beans, thank you for the subscription. Twitch Prime. There's a couple different routes that you can do here. You know, you got Tree Route. You got, if you mess up Nut Clip, a couple different things that you could see. But generally speaking, you'll probably see the same route from both these guys. Yeah, no Tree Route this time around. J-Mill. Who's that guy?
Thank you so much, Jamie, for the resub.
J-Mill, 5 months. Oh, MiiWii missing the Nut Clip, so this will be a different route. Ganon having difficulty with this clip.
Oh lord. Oh, he's struggling with it. There he
Yeah.
goes.
Whispery with the Twitch Prime subscription as well. Enjoy the emotes. Ganon doing a nice job with this normal route MiiWii. Going to be heading over to this sub area early. Pretty sure the route for this is you take on the Brutal. Am I right with that?
He didn't do Tree Route, right?
Yeah, he did not do Tree Route.
So yeah, Ganon would be doing the story moon here with the plant. And I'm not sure what it'll do after that. MiiWii though, probably definitely gonna take on the Brutal. Since he couldn't get the Nut Clip moon.
Right. Well, Ganon's going to extend this lead, having gotten that Nut Clip, like we said, but MiiWii doing what he can.
Yeah, we'll see how much of a difference it'll be though. Since Ganon struggled with a lot of movement, he's not going to save too much time with it.
Yeah, and maybe someone could tell us exactly what the time difference is. Maybe you know, Jay, between the two routes. But as far as I've noticed, it hasn't really been too big of a difference.
I mean, unless you're, if you have a really optimal, like, warp route or something, then it's pretty good. But if you have a really optimal Nut Clip route, then you're saving a lot of time compared to not having a good normal route.
You know, both these guys pretty close, but again, oh, excuse me. Well, Ganon, he didn't do that sub area yet, so that's something to note.
Yep, Ganon will still have to get 3 moons after these. And he'll probably end up doing, or going off the edge and getting the other nut underneath the ledge, and then the pipe moons.
We're having a little difficulty climbing up.
Here.
What is he doing?
Not sure what he's trying to do there.
All you need to do is go over the edge of that and just pop on up.
MiiWii might barely be in the lead, actually. We'll have to see out of the Spewer fight. But
This one's a fun one as well. This fight, you don't get to see this too often because typically most runners will get that Nut Clip.
Yeah, you still see Spirit in Luncheon though.
Right.
Enough of his action. Alright, Speedrun's done here. Ganon just has pipes left. And then he'll warp, so Ganon might still be in the lead barely. Depending on how good his pipes go.
Yeah, it'll be close. It's cutscene for MiiWii. Almost done. Uh-oh. Yeah, Ganon taking some damage there. Not able to get that cycle perfectly.
Half cycle, though, if you will. Yeah, MiiWii's definitely in the lead now. Just a little. So even without Nutclip, MiiWii still saved more time than Ganon did with Nutclip. Just because MiiWii's route was much better than Ganon's Nutclip route.
MiiWii commenting in chat. Best Nutclip wooded ever.
Yeah, that was a really solid no Nutclip.
Well, and he backed it like you said, you know, he backed it up really nicely and did a good job, you know, handling the situation. Regardless of, you know, it being a slower route technically, holding on to retaking the lead. I think we've changed leads 5 times now.
Yeah, just about 4 or 5. Very small here. About a 3-second difference here out of that flying cutscenes.
Like I said before, both these guys are really close. Their PBs are within a minute of each other. Ganon missing that first hat.
That's sad. I hate when that happens.
Have to back it up.
Ooh, and he's not even gonna try to get behind Bowser and knock him back.
Also, going to be a cycle behind and some movement behind as well.
Yeah, definitely losing a good amount of time here. It's really costly when you mess up one of the hats.
Doing that manipulation this time. MiiWii going to be finishing this up though.
So yeah, a whole cycle behind. Look at those 6. A little slower. So he had a 2108 exit. And Ganon gonna be getting a 19, so an 11-second difference now.
Well, we're headed into Lost here, and this kingdom is usually
Good meme tree for me.
where the rubber meets the road to a degree for these guys. We've seen a lot of runs fall apart here.
Yeah, good meme tree for both runners. That's the biggest thing in Lost. The scariest thing, I'd say.
Unfortunately, there aren't too many moons that we have to capture here.
Yeah, Lost is a really quick kingdom when it goes well.
MiiWii doing a pretty good job so far. Not
Barely struggled to grab that moon.
just as I spoke, making a minor mistake. Ganon doing what he can. Oh no, well, missing.
Saw that coming.
Yeah.
The angle is not good. Just losing a few more seconds here now. You hate to lose time in a kingdom like Lost.
Well, you know, it's just you've got it's a smaller-ish area. And there's just that poison duck everywhere. MiiWii doing a nice job underneath the bridge.
I'm surprised we didn't see any triple jump cage for the cage moon. It was actually kind of surprising.
Ganon with the up throw. Kind of interesting move there on his side. We're heading out of Lost into Night Metro.
And a 30 exit for MiiWii. looking probably going to be about a 15-second difference. Maybe not even that. Ooh, Ganon not being able to skip that cutscene there. Lost some extra time. It's about a 13-second difference. It's hard to hit A sometimes, I'm telling you. Alright, Night Metro coming up. Not too much to really go on here as long as you get a good City Hall and a good Wiggler. That's pretty much all there is to Night Metro.
Well, you got one kind of fun maneuver inside the skyscraper, Goomba hack. Didn't get to see it yesterday, unfortunately. I don't think Ganon will go for it. Not sure if MiiWii will. Opting out of it. Uh-oh.
MiiWii's giving him some chances here to catch up.
Yeah, Cappy choosing to go and take out those posters, just not happy with Bowser advertising this forced wedding ceremony, obviously.
MiiWii ended up actually... Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, big old bonk there
Oh,
from Ganon.
That's really not good.
I would classify that as a class 2 bonk. Maybe edging on a 3 if upon review.
Yeah, MiiWii ended up missing a ground pound jump to get up there, but Ganon bonking and falling, so not gonna get any of that time. Gonna be losing about another 5 to 10.
A little bit of RNG now with this Mecha Wiggler. Gonna manipulate him to go through these buildings as quickly as possible. Did see a 3-cycle from Ganon yesterday.
Yeah, some of these cycles from the Wiggler are kind of ridiculous as well. Or the patterns, rather. You'll see some really ugly patterns sometimes. I actually had a run earlier today that I saw a pattern I've never seen before. So I feel like it's always changing. Pretty good
Wow.
pattern for MiiWii.
Really, really, oh gosh, almost a perfect Wiggler there for MiiWii. Only
That was a
missing,
really good pattern.
yeah, only missing 2 shots. Overall, Ganon doing a pretty nice job so far.
Oh, missing 1.
2. Uh-oh.
Still got it.
Yeah, fortunately not getting that 3rd cycle that we saw that from him yesterday. And Laiku_0, thank you so much for the subscription. 2 months. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's always really discouraging when you get a 3-cycle Wiggler. It kind of slows down your momentum if it wasn't already slowed. Because it's a really big time loss when you lose a cycle to Wiggler. I want to say it's 20 seconds or more, but just depending on the pattern you get on the 3rd cycle.
Now we're into Daytime Metro. MiiWii setting up for this scooter skip. Scooter clip, excuse me. Not being able to get it the first go around. Able to do it the 2nd time, though.
Yeah, really good backup.
Ganon. Ram. Gets it.
So
A little bit of
far,
time there already.
yeah, so far it's a better one. Oh, it's focusing. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, this clip is a lot tougher than it seems. You know, these runners oftentimes being able to do it pretty quickly.
Yeah, the backup's really bad too, honestly. It's really hard to get a really consistent backup if you fail it.
MiiWii doing a really nice job so far. MiiWii gonna be doing A little bit of the lottery here.
I think that means we'll be seeing some bullet building here.
Yeah, bullet building. We saw that yesterday. And pretty interesting route. But it's important to note, you know, bullet building is on a cycle, so the backup can be a little bit difficult. You're going to want to nail this first try.
Oh, we're going to be seeing it from Ganon as well.
Uh-oh, MiiWii having a little difficulty here with this bullet building. Ganon with an opportunity now. Heading into the bullet building.
Definitely a good chance to save some time here.
You know, talked to runners before about this cycle, you know, and they've said, you know, if you don't get it that first cycle, you're going to lose a pretty, not as significant, but a lot of time. And Ganon also missing it. So not able to capitalize on, oh, MiiWii, or Ganon, sorry. Ganon taking a death in the bullet building.
Just standing still for a second. Had to recover.
Just trying to collect his thoughts maybe for just a moment.
Yeah, it's a pretty tragic day Metro for Ganon now. It's been steadily losing time since Wooded.
Yeah, definitely. Not too far behind, though.
I'd say it's probably about a minute now.
And we still got...
Depending on how clean he gets off the top of the building here.
We're about halfway through this race. And definitely with some opportunities ahead. Missing, but coming back, backing up pretty quick. Really nice job turning back around.
Alright, and a 31-37 day Metro from MiiWii.
Again, just needing 2 more moons. People's room. MiiWii into Snow Kingdom now. Gonna be bothering Toad.
And looking to be over a minute behind now for Ganon.
MiiWii now into this little haven. Missing the umbrella, but able to back it up pretty quick.
It's pretty close to about a minute and a half behind. Like 117, I think.
Oh, MiiWii setting up for this clip.
Does
Oh,
not
not able to get only, you know, a second difference about with that clip.
Yeah, it doesn't really lose much if you don't get it either.
Safe move. Try to go for it. Uh-oh, MiiWii, though, missing that movement. Falling off that little platform. Haven't seen that one in a while. Maybe not keeping one spiky on there. In that little side room. So not as optimal per se.
Yeah, Snow Kingdom's kind of a bleh kingdom. I had to explain it. Ooh, Ganon's setting up for it now too. And he does.
Oh, he got it!
He actually got it? That's a
Wow! Ganon getting the clip there in snow. You know, it saves maybe a second, like you said. But pretty cool to see. Ganon showing off, you know, he is worth the time in this race. Don't leave him out just yet.
MiiWii struggling to get into the shop there. Oh, another bonk.
A big old villager getting in his way. Ganon with the Goombas. Gotta be a little careful here. Saw a Goomba fall over the edge earlier in this tournament. You need 4, and there's only 4 there.
Great Snowdram coming up from MiiWii. Nice. It's a very hard trick. Extremely precise.
Yeah, he'll be happy with that. Heading out of snow into Seaside. One of the quicker kingdoms, Ganon. A little cheat prevention. Couple important moves in Seaside. Cheap with that clip.
Yeah, fish clip's pretty much the biggest thing in Seaside.
Ooh, bonk there by Ganon.
Ooh, now that you're gonna set up the camera. Yep.
Oh no, big bonk there. Quite unfortunate. You're gonna have to go back up to the Odyssey.
Still not gonna use the setup for the camera.
Oh no, missing it a second time. Really unfortunate to see.
Yep. Like I said, it's a very precise trick. Very hard.
Setting up for it again. Able to get it third try. Fortunately. And we'll head into Seaside as MiiWii taking care of these moons here. Going to be heading over towards that fish clip like you talked about.
Yeah, fish clip it's really the only really challenging thing in Seaside. And even then, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I hear from runners, that this clip is probably one of the easiest clips in
It's a pretty easy one.
in SMO.
It's also really easy to rush and fail though.
Well, and the part that's easy to fail is right here. Clip in, missing the opportunity to come around and skip the Sphinx. You doing a good job not clipping in.
Oh, Ganon.
Yeah, again, with the unfortunate movement there. Oh, not getting high enough. Able to get it this time.
Yeah, that little 2.5D moon is really annoying sometimes.
MiiWii heading out of Seaside. Going for the luncheon. The Luncheon Kingdom, pretty difficult only because of how precise the movement is. Kind of like Lost. It's a little bit bigger. Nice movement up here on top of the salt mound.
Yeah, Salt Mountain Triple is really satisfying when you get it. Just getting a good start to Luncheon is a really good tone setter. If you get a poor start to Luncheon, it's kind of hard to bring it back.
Rolling out here, going to be taking on Stewart once again.
Yeah, Luncheon is definitely not a stage you want to be tilted when you enter. A lot of things can happen and lose a lot of time.
And setting up for his fish clip. Gets it. Will not want to clip back in. Looks like he should be... Oh, not getting close enough. Oh! He's very close.
Oh, no.
Oh, and he... Okay, so he had it for just a moment. But then clipped back out. Really unfortunate to see. Gonna be talking to the Sphinx. Not really sure how that... He was out. He didn't clip in initially. I don't know how he clipped in there.
I think it was from his spin. He changed his hitbox, which made the wall interact with it.
MiiWii doing a nice job through Luncheon. These platforms in this mountainside here is very narrow and you can easily fall off of it. And there's a star that you're going to have to ground pound here in a little bit that's just big enough for Mario to land on. Oh, golden beat, golden turnip action there for MiiWii. Firing up that stew, making it nice and tasty.
Yeah, it's definitely not a close race, which is what you don't like to see, but you definitely like to see Ganon continuing and not quitting. It's definitely a sign of good sportsmanship, at least.
Well, and it's tough, especially in this qualifier situation, to keep going, knowing that you're this far behind, and MiiWii's gonna have to do something pretty dramatic. Unfortunately, again, another bonk. MiiWii's gonna have to do something pretty significant for Ganon to be able to make up some time here, and just knowing that's the difference between making the tournament and not. But like you said, being a good sport and finishing up the run.
Yeah, the only thing that can really, at this point, the only thing that could really change the pace of this would be Bowser's Kingdom. And maybe some 2D skip deaths. That'd be about it. A really bad mech.
Mm-hmm.
Or somehow dies in ruin.
We have seen people get close to that, so not out of the question for sure.
Oh, it's definitely possible, but it's very, very rare. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot. Ganon is just kind of falling apart, but definitely a good sport for continuing.
Well, despite being behind, really nice movement there in particular. Right here, that's where that moon is with MiiWii. You know, we've seen a lot of runners take a death there just because it's such a precise little spot.
MiiWii taking it safe on purpose. Considering like the camera angle, I guess.
Yeah, totally fair. MiiWii done with luncheon. Oh no, Ganon taking a little bit of damage. Gonna grab that checkpoint to avoid having to refill during the moon cutscene. Grabbing the Podobo on the other side.
Really nice forks.
Yes. Super clean forks there from Ganon.
Oh.
It's a little right there.
At least the forks were still good though. Oh, another bomb.
Yeah, just these bonks really adding up. For Ganon, you know, another bonk, man. I think that it's. I talked to a couple. I talked to runners on all sides of the Mario spectrum. You know, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario 64, and Odyssey. But I think the one big thing I've noticed is that when it comes to making mistakes, the minor mistakes like the bonks are the ones that hurt the most. You know, if you make a big mistake, you can kind of, you know, recollect yourself to a degree. But when you're making minor mistakes over and over and over again, it's kind of tough.
Yeah, it's definitely a little triggering. I've actually ran all 3 of those games, and it's in all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Test for that. It's all over them. I think if I had to say, this one definitely has the worst bonks though.
I totally agree with that.
The bonks in this game are absolutely ridiculous sometimes. You'll bonk on an invisible wall anywhere in this game. Just because some of the objects' hitboxes are so wide. Which is kind of hard to believe that in a game in 2019. Well, this one came out in, what, 2017? It's kind of hard to believe that they couldn't polish up hitboxes in 2017. That's one thing Nintendo can never get right.
hitboxes. Well, Ganon will finish up lunch and head into Ruined. MiiWii finishing it up. While we have a moment, little plug for GSA. Exclamation point schedule to see the full schedule of events that GSA has going on. Celeste qualifiers. Obviously, Super Mario Odyssey qualifiers finishing up. Super Mario 64 70-star qualifiers going on as well. And a little Paper Mario action. This weekend, though, the Super Mario Maker 2 Invitational. Huge list of people going. If I can find it. Can't find the list right now, unfortunately. Oh, I got it right in front of me now. Mewtwo King, Trihex, Value, Pangaea, Panga, Big John, Failstream, I Ate Your Pie, Oatsum Goat, Simple Flips, Wix, Foxen, Lil Curbs, Spike, Vegeta, The Beast, Mitch Flower Power, and Bismuth all being there. Make sure to check that out. That is this Sunday at 3 o'clock Eastern time. So make sure to check that out. Exclamation point brackets to see where all your favorite runners are at, who they have to race up go against in their groups. Exclamation point merch. Check out the merch. Nice shirts, nice hoodies, clean looks. Exclamation point YouTube. If you miss any of these races, or if you want to see any clips, make sure to check out exclamation point YT or exclamation point YouTube in the chat. MiiWii now. Bowser's Kingdom. Last really major kingdom before finishing up the game. You know, a little bit of movement in Moon. You got that Moon wall kick that you got to do, but other than that, nothing too crazy. Ganon have a little difficulties scaling up Dragon here. Isn't going to be too much of a problem, though, fortunately.
Yeah, the hardest sequence in Moon would definitely be the escape sequence from 2D skip. Other than that, it's pretty simple. Moon Cave skip can be a little troll sometimes, but it's usually pretty consistent.
Oh, and of course, everyone's favorite XD skip.
Might see it from Ganon this run, maybe.
A little bit of a meme, a little bit of a fun thing. MiiWii shards. Yeah, MiiWii just in cruise control. Needs to do something pretty dramatic. Lose this one. Now, Harry first or Topper first. MiiWii, Topper gang. Very clearly the superior fight.
Topper first game.
Those Toppers out if you have them in chat. MiiWii taking care of Topper pretty easily. Harriet next. Sure. Dang. Ganon flames on. Missing Tokyo Ram. made the attempt. MiiWii getting close to the finish here. What kind of pace is MiiWii looking at, J-Mill?
I want to say he's looking like 104, 105 at least. At least a 105. Might even be a low 104. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure what his his moon goals are like. Definitely not a bad pace for a run. Here comes the Mecha Brutal though, so we'll see if this race is gonna turn or not. It's gonna take a lot.
This Mecha Brutal fight. Definitely a bit of a toughie, but you know, a lot of good runners handle this pretty straightforward. MiiWii.
Good for MiiWii so far.
Yeah, he's getting that first ground pound, second ground pound on Topper. Two more.
I'd arguably say that getting up on the Mech Brutal is probably the hardest part about it. Unless you go for target fire. Oh, we got a fall.
I'm gonna be wasting some time here, unfortunately.
Just gonna need about 10 more of those.
Uh-oh. Mistakes compounding on themselves.
That was a pretty nice backup right there with the up throw.
Your hit there. Carry it last.
Yep, definitely not really enough to help Ganon out at all.
Yeah, with a slight opportunity in that Mecha Brutal fight. Probably won't be enough.
You would need MiiWii to die on Moon several times. And he'd have to play pretty well to the end.
You see Ganon carry it first. See a little bit of a difference in philosophy. Topper first on MiiWii's end. You know, even though he claims, oh no, Topper giving Ganon some trouble.
And that's just punishment for doing him last.
Well, we saw, MiiWii, or Ganon, sorry. I was gonna say MiiWii claiming to flip a coin, but Ganon having some difficulty there with Topper. Now MiiWii gonna be shooting for the moon now. Getting close to the finish. Ganon making his way. Grab this Pokeo. coming up on the end of Bowser's Kingdom. Uh-oh. Ganon having a little trouble with the Pokio. Able to fix that mistake. MiiWii just rolling across this surface of the moon. Not sure if that rock hit with the Cappy was intentional. Really nice Sphinx wall kicks there. Ganon falling off the top there. Gonna have to wait.
Just staring him in the face.
Yeah. Kind of a stare off there. It's on top. Now, kind of a similar sort of thing that we saw with MiiWii here with Ganon. MiiWii in this final Bowser fight. Opting to do some cap jumps there rather than just simply jump over those flames. And finishing up Mecha. Head for the moon as well.
You're gonna need to take some pretty big depths on MiiWii's end. It's looking like he's gonna wrap it up and take the win. The last big thing to get by is 2D skip.
MiiWii heading here for this final section before taking the dub. Play pretty safely. Heading over for this 2D section, 2D skip. Doing it.
Yep, it is good. No XD skip though, feels bad.
Yeah, I gotta DQ him now.
Yeah, Ganon goes
Completely.
Ganon goes for it and gets it, that's an automatic win.
Wow, MiiWii could get a 103.
Yep. I made 103.
Got plenty of time definitely to work with. Got all 5 of those fireballs, it looks like. Oh, not getting over that ledge. 2 fireballs in the other direction. A little early. Ganon heading over for this Sphinx wall kicks. Those falling blocks just blocking MiiWii's fireballs. They're quite unfortunate.
Yeah, those falling rocks are really annoying.
Oh no, Ganon taking a death.
Alright, and that's gonna be a 3-2. With a 103.25. And he missed nut clip. That's pretty much the biggest mistake for MiiWii, though, I think, all race.
Yeah, that's about it. A couple minor things here and there early. You know, we talked about bonks. Didn't really see any at the end there on MiiWii's side, and ultimately that being the thing that sealed Ganon's fate. Just all those really minor bonks, like you said, kind of weird hit boxes. Oh, not
Ganon
getting.
just cannot get up there.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, it did. Wow. That was really far left.
Uh-oh. Ganon grabbing the hat, fortunately. Not going to be... Oh. It is going to be manipulating Bowser. It didn't look like he was able to get it there. Oh, taking a burn. Not something that you see too often.
Yeah. He ground pounded really late. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, again, he's got to be careful here. Fortunately, grabbing health on the way. Very close to a death.
Oh.
Oh, no. And Ganon saying he wasn't looking. Unfortunately, falling off the edge. Looks like that's going to be the end of it, though. We'll see if we can get these guys in for interviews. Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot of time. So the interview's got to be a little bit quick. Got Ganon in chat. Ganon. Hi. So, really unfortunate run there. You know, not great to see. Obviously, those bonks. Anything to comment on that?
I mean, I knew I was gonna lose, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, GG on that. Shame what happened. This is dumb.
Yeah, so I was doing okay. Wooded was like garbage. And I missed the cycle in Cloud. I missed the torpedo thing in Lost. Died in Bullet Building in Metro. I fell down the thing in Night Metro too. And then in Snow, I missed Snowdrome twice. In Seaside, I missed the third moon twice. In Luncheon, I just made a ton of dumb mistakes. I messed up Mech and Bowser's, and I like messed up Topper, and like in Moon, I just like I died after Moonscape, and then in that Bowser fight there, I just stopped looking at the screen because I really didn't care anymore. So yeah, I just jumped off on accident.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah.
That run that I just had, it was other than Mech and Nutclip, it was good.
Yeah.
It was a good run. Like maybe you could say like Cap because I got 227, but like other than that, it was a good run. It's just stupid. I actually could have PB'd if I hadn't fallen off of Mech, by like a second or two.
Right.
So, to be my first PB without net clip or rock clip since 1 to 7. So,
All right. Well, I mean, GG to both
Yeah,
runners.
Yeah, yeah, of course, GG to you. I don't deserve any GGs for that run, dude. Don't even.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
we are running out of time here, so we do got to get this wrapped up so we can get into
All right.
intermission.
Yeah.
GG.
Yeah, big GGs to both guys. Obviously, MiiWii moving on. Big GGs to you,
Yep.
dude. But
Yep,
that's
GG.
going to be it for us here with Super Mario Odyssey. Any percent
Okay.
qualifiers. We'll be moving on to the league here very soon. So look forward to that. We're going to have a little bit of an intermission, and we'll have Super Viper versus Martini 70-star League qualifiers SM64. I'll be commentating that, so stay tuned. But JML, thank you so much for joining me in the booth. It was a pleasure being here.
Pleasure's mine.
And that'll be it for us. Stay tuned for just a moment. Super Mario 64 action coming at you.
Yep.